Absent
Absent
thoughts
thoughts
fucked
is
up.
an idiot.
Yeah.
No hesitation.
I'm not surprised.
And these two people still tried to pin it on Andros somehow.
Succinct and to the point, yes. Also known as the GM cackling for the past several sessions, knowing the truth of the matter, and you guys just running the completely wrong direction at full speed.
And here we are.
And here we are. So,
Beautiful outcome.
yeah, beautiful outcome.
Well, that has yet to be seen.
So yeah, she gave you an hour's deadline to produce the crown to her, or else she will go ahead with her other plan. One way or another, she plans to put an end to Faust's presence in the city.
Yes.
So, as you guys left her little, like, private, kind of not her sanctum necessarily, but just a private room she took you in to discuss the matter, she has them escort you down the hallway while... Oh, that's the bot. Timing. She just joined our chat. My character's coming alive. Fuck. All right. No. And as she does, she starts heading back to the ballroom as well. Guess we can go from there as far as what you guys are doing. As she makes her way to the ballroom, you also spy that the herald is walking along to the ballroom as well as you go down the hallway.
Absent ain't saying shit over here.
Well, I'll soon change that.
He's staring brutally off in the distance, not staring at the party.
So, Marani will grab Absent Thoughts and just kind of try to find a place, whether it's just like a hallway or a room or whatever that seems kind of like not among, like, I want to try to find a place that's as like free from guards as reasonably possible. I'm assuming that they're everywhere, but just someplace reasonably quiet. But out of an abundance of caution, I'm going to mind link with them.
That would likely be the rooms kind of the north there where Seabreeze is currently posing as a guard. Since they are... Any other guard activities basically just letting him patrol because they just assume he's on patrol.
Okay. So, Marani's gonna mind link with Absent Thoughts. And she's just gonna give him just a steely look, and then mentally she'll say, Absent Thoughts, are you stupid?
Apparently.
Think carefully before you answer. Your mother wanting the crown, that's a pretty big piece of information to just neglect to tell all of us. However, I've often heard it said that one shouldn't attribute to malice what one could attribute to stupidity. So, are you malicious or are you stupid?
Is forgetful an option here?
I think that falls under the stupid umbrella.
Then let's go with the stupid umbrella then.
I don't know if that brings me comfort or not, but at least I know that you weren't actively trying to screw us.
I was actually trying to screw you guys. I would have screwed you guys long ago.
Again, I don't know if that's as comforting as you think.
Anyways, even if we did have it in our hands right now, do you think we really would have given it to her? Just like that?
Look, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I think that we need to hand it over.
You what?
Absent Thoughts, listen to me. We've got 2 shit options and not much time. I don't relish the thought of giving your mother more power, but the fact of the matter is this. If she doesn't get what she wants, people are going to die. Whether it's us or the poor, unsuspecting souls of this city. We need to look at this realistically. If your mother gets the crown, That fucking sucks for the people of Galaran, but assuming she speaks the truth about her ability to use it to hobble Faust, it may at least help ensure that the entire world doesn't go down in flames. Maybe then we could take time to regroup, come up with an actual plan, and then come back and deal with her properly. If we don't give it to her, then we've got both your mother and Faust to deal with. You saw what happened when we dealt with just one of Faust's commanders. Do you think that we'd stand a chance surviving Faust at full strength and your mother's wrath? If we want this world to have any chance at all, I don't think we have a choice.
Certainly in a dilemma. In that case, with two shit options. Agreed. But even if she got the crown, it doesn't prevent her from wanting to sacrifice the whole town either.
I thought that was the entire point of her having the crown. Wasn't that her condition? The crown for the people?
You telling me that you trust a woman who lies even to her children and her husband?
No, I'm saying that I think that we have to look at this as a matter of which option is the least bad. Ultimately, it comes down to this. Right here, right now. Who is the bigger threat? Your mother or Faust? As loath as I am to admit it, I don't think it's your mother.
Unfortunately, I have to agree with you on that.
I'm not suggesting that we forget about her entirely, but in the circumstances we find ourselves in now, I think we need to look at the big picture. We don't have the time or the means to come up with something clever. Make a deal with the devil and, at the very least, give the world a fighting chance, or take the crown and run and deal with the consequences. And those consequences are bigger than what happens to the seven of us.
Oh, who has the crown? Andros? Not the fake ones, but like the real one.
I know that he was the last one with it. I'll talk to him. Maybe I can get him to come off with where he's hidden it. Hopefully it's somewhere accessible. Because if we're not able to get it within the next hour, then we're in trouble. It's one thing to just refuse to hand it over. If she were to catch wind of the fact that we don't have it with us at all, I don't know which one is worse.
That was another damn contingency plan. If for some if some confidence for you. Even my mother, when she does have the ability to be extraordinarily malicious with the crown, I should be able to at least isolate her. At least remove her from doing more harm. You're right, it's a better choice. I just need to convince the others. Man, why can't
Probably
life
not going
just
to be the easiest
easier?
conversation. Who are you telling? I've been saying that for weeks. Always seems to be one step forward and two steps back. But
Not true. You're thinking in a two-dimensional phrase, but that's another conversation for another time.
Yes, please.
All right, let's go find Andros. Where the can't have gone that far.
I found a shiny.
Ooh, shiny.
Okay. I mean, you partially reveal it when you kind of move the carpet aside. Do you, like, reveal further, or what do you do with it? It's in the room room you're in.
I check for traps, just in case. Like, if I were to move the rug, would it trigger a trap?
Roll me an Arcana.
That's a tough one. It's a good thing I rolled a 15. Plus 6. It's another 21.
As you kind of push the carpet aside and you see this glowing, you recognize it as part of a symbol on the floor. Its glowing indicates that there is magic coursing through it. The after effects of revealing it, you're not so sure. just from the partial reveal of the rune, you don't know what it signifies. It could activate upon being revealed. It could activate upon being activated somewhere else. Or it could simply just be something decorative or enchanting something else.
I will throw back the rug fully.
Okay.
I'm going to. I don't know if Seabreeze, if you're done with your thing.
I don't know what happens.
Nothing happens when you cover it back up.
No, I wanted to uncover it completely.
Oh, I thought you said I'm covering it back up.
Nope.
Okay, nope.
I guess nothing happens.
Hold on.
Oh, sorry. Oh.
Oh, that's comforting. Hold on.
It glows brightly as you move the carpet across, flashing and glowing. Power doesn't seem to discharge anywhere, but give me one last Arcana check.
Uh-huh. Come on, baby. That's a shit. It's 8.
Okay. Yeah. The rune seems to be sitting there glowing red.
Okay, I will do my best to remember that symbol and then leave. And start to... I'm gonna go down here.
Do you recover it or do you leave it open?
Recover.
Okay. Alright. Okay, so you guys are heading to the dance floor?
Yep.
So yeah, you enter, for those that are entering, you enter the large ballroom where there are many, many patrons of varying status and degree, though most of them in the ballroom seem to be of the higher status. You see a lot wearing different masks and fancier clothes, far less of the common squabble you might expect to see outside. It seems that they are either discouraged from coming here or just discouraged by simple social disparity of coming into this lavish room and filled with those of nobles. Music is playing almost ethereally from somewhere in the room. You can't seem to pinpoint where, but it seems to float and dance among the room as the patrons talk and enjoy themselves amidst the food and drink.
Upon entering, are there any discarded or otherwise unattended masks sitting anywhere?
Roll a quick investigation.
Investigation or perception?
If you're looking for something specific, I believe it's investigation.
Okay.
And you as well can roll me another investigation series for that room. You see none apart from the ones being worn by those in the party, and even in the amongst the ballroom, and even those you miss several wearing them, and just you're a little distracted by just all of what's going on.
And to think I was beginning to distrust my physical dice.
Seabreeze, you find no such runes in this room, even though you move carpet and move things across, and very actively try to look for it in this room.
How about these papers and stuff? Are these real?
Roll initiative.
It's a mimic. No.
It's a mimic.
I mean,
Each
all the decorative
individual.
stuff isn't exactly
That's why I'm
thing.
asking,
There is
yeah.
a desk there with stationery. It is unwritten. There is nothing
Okay.
currently written on said stationery. But it looks
So
like,
noth-
again, it's kind of like a guest room of sorts.
Nothing in this room of other, magic items or anything like that.
No, like I said, it's with you kind of when you're investigating these rooms, you surmise these to be very like lavish guest rooms, but they're cleverly designed to be very lavish looking with nothing that's easy to take.
Mm-hmm.
So like they're very like finely like heavy like beds and ornate looking bed frames and large paintings and large ornate looking stuff on the walls, but nothing that would be easy to carry off.
Interesting.
And trying to look in all the drawers and stuff is you find them almost entirely empty,
It's like a hotel room. Got it.
basically.
Okay.
But these are, as you surmise, like I said, as you surmise, these seem to be like overnight guest rooms. So, appearance of looking lavish while giving nothing to be stolen.
Take the bar soap. It's free.
So while you're doing that, what are the rest of you doing on the ballroom as Andros and Evian start dancing? Morani and Absinthoth start to come back. Thamor and Zidane. What are you two up to in there? As Mother and Harold are also kind of coming in behind you through those doors, and you see them talking amongst themselves.
So, are there any other house representatives?
Go ahead and roll me a... So it's still fall under investigation. Roll me an investigation.
Alrighty. At 12.
It is hard to discern on any of the guests. Any, like, inherent nobility housing insignias listed on any of them. And unfortunately, you were not nearly a noble long enough to notice any subtleties in clothing to indicate one or the other.
So my instruction was on how to hit things and protect others. Not so much on this aspect. Got it.
Yeah. But it would have also been a pretty tough thing to learn in a short span of time of, well, if they're not displaying their house crest, which I don't even know if you got taught which house crest means what, if any signifying colors or certain styles of dress, or even some significant people, you know, who they would be just on first glance, especially since they're not dressed in their normal attire.
Mm-hmm.
I love Nikos.
What?
Thamor, what are you doing?
He is struck in awe of Andros' dancing.
He is not gonna dance because last time he tried to dance, he crushed someone.
Get on this floor. Come on.
Everyone walk the famous soul.
Oh boy.
He is just gonna hang around with Green Man for a bit. See what Green Man's doing.
Alright, Green Man. As you survey the room and again notice nothing that really identifies any noble or any noble house to you, and you see again Andros and Evian are dancing in the middle, and Morani and Absinthoth have returned from their little private. There is an unshown second floor. However, as you get near the stairs, the guards will try to stop you. So,
okay.
I want to give a
So
second for
I'll
that.
make it to like here.
Yep.
Okay.
Before one of the guards will actually interact with you.
Sure.
But we'll get to that in a quick second.
No problem.
Seeing Absinthoth and Morani walk in, and then Thamor sit next to me, or stand next to me. I don't suppose you recognize anyone else here.
Do I recognize anyone else here? Or
I'm
assume I
asking
do.
pay more.
Okay.
Sorry.
I would hope that
Hasn't
Absinthoth would recognize people.
After Sauce truly is an idiot.
Forgot who was talking already.
Exactly.
You asking if I recognize anyone?
Yes.
Let me can I roll? What is it? What do you
Roll me an
do?
investigation. It's going to be fairly difficult, but you know, who knows?
I don't think
Strange
Demon
things
really
happen.
knows anyone, but he might know everyone.
That's what I'm saying. The dice can always prove me wrong when, you know, people find
Nope.
cracks in the wall that lead to another adventure.
He recognizes
No.
the guard he nearly skewered.
Thamor, you turn and you see Morani and Axanthos and Andros and Evian, and yes, you do recognize some people here.
Yeah,
Though
there's
the
a few
answer
people
is
here I
probably,
recognize.
probably not what you
Okay.
Who are you people?
Okay.
You've seen them now for the first time. They're
Truly seen
idiots. you don't know why you're
Truly.
with
They are
them.
pixelated
I
images on
truly
a flat
know.
surface. You look up in horror and realize that others are looking down from a pixelated screen. Try to scream, but you cannot.
They would just have an
Truly,
existential
truly
crisis
know.
right here.
Yep. Let's go. It's bean time.
Oh my gosh. So yes, no, you do not recognize anyone new, or like that's not one of your companions or known like mother, basically.
Yeah, no. I don't know anyone.
Well, that's potentially comforting. If no one's from, Saul's time here. So as a reminder, we have our weapons still, right?
Yes, you do.
Does anybody else? Well, yes, they do. Never mind. So with that in mind, Zidane's size, and I think we might actually have to use our weapons here.
Truly an existential crisis.
Mm.
Oh, go, you're muted.
Sorry, I was petting Baja.
I don't know you anymore.
Who the hell are you?
Who are you people?
Can you repeat that? I got distracted petting Baja.
Do you think that we might have to use our weapons tonight? Hopefully they're just for show, just like everyone else's.
Every single time we have met a noble is ended in battle.
That's what he wishes to say.
So it's what's happened. When was the last time we met a noble that we didn't fight? Or fight with?
I think Absinthoss has also been with us for nearly all of those encounters as well.
I don't think that's the gotcha you
No.
think it is.
Are you implying that Absinthoss is the cause why all the nobles are fighting us?
Yeah.
Oh, we get into fights when a noble is around. Anyway.
There can only be one!
Galaron has been reconfigured to have a Highlander style of government.
Well, you guys sort that out. Seabreeze, as you approach the stairs, the guard walks over and kind of puts his hand up. Hold up. Word is no one's supposed to go up there.
Oh, I hadn't heard. Okay.
It's alright, we got plenty on patrol, but according to the matron's orders, only a select few are allowed upstairs during the ball.
No problem. Sorry about that.
All good.
Hey, did you get
Stay,
anything good to drink or anything tonight? You sneak
Oh,
anything?
no, I'm not on shift yet. I'm waiting for my replacement's supposed to be here in another hour or so, and then I'll get my my fine share of the liquor on the back.
Oh, nice. I'll come find you.
Oh yes, definitely do so. I could catch up. You from the Are you originally from the house? Are you from the other nobles, like the
Well, they
merge
just
group?
brought me on recently. I don't know a lot of
You're
people,
one of the
so
new guys. All right,
yeah.
well, all right. Good to meet you. Name's Ray, and yeah, just don't go up there. They catch you up there, they'll skewer you or worse. I heard.
What? Okay, Ray.
It's a pretty tough house, but it pays well.
Good news. Ray, my name's Bob. I'll see you around.
Bob. Pleasure to meet you.
Yep, see ya.
Enjoy the ball.
Yeah, right. And my destination is now to go over here and see if I can get up these stairs.
Oh, the one over here.
No, the other one. See, there's like, are those also?
That's to the
stairs?
basement.
That might be
Maybe.
to the cellar.
Well,
Yeah,
anyway, I'm gonna go over here.
Okay.
And then do whatever.
Okay. And then in the ballroom, as you guys are looking around, suddenly the music quiets down as the herald steps in front of the table.
Of course he does.
Welcome, everyone, to the esteemed banquet of the House Levia and others. We welcome you today as a result of a grand collaboration, for House Levia will finally have its saviors deliver us from the clutches of this evil Faust. Her son, and he flourishes again, pointing towards Absinthe, has come bearing a gift, a crown of great import to our family that will finally spell an end for Faust and his minions. Soon we will have the ceremony necessary to conduct what will sure be a grand ceremony. And we can finally move forward. So for now, eat, drink, be merry, and thank your saviors for finally coming. For tonight, we will be free. And he lifts his arm, and the music once again blasts into life, emanating again from unseen places in the walls, and the crowd around starts cheering. And Absinthe, even without looking, you can feel the smug smile coming from your mother.
Here's my character sheet.
When a child is
Jeez.
misbehaving, public shame is always a good route.
He's gonna go use telepathic speech on Andros and tell him, "We need to talk about the crown right now."
Sorry, I thought I heard something stupid in my head. Excuse me, I'm dancing. Can it wait?
It can wait, sure, if you want everyone dancing around you dead the next hour.
Why would that be? Could it be something someone forgot to tell us?
Yes, it could be.
Fascinating. But I like this song, so... Toodaloo.
Absinthe is gonna break that concentration and go back to Marani. You try talking to him.
Did I hear all of
Andros?
that? Like, I didn't break my mind like with absent thought. So did I hear that conversation?
I assume yes, based off
Yes,
of how this
so-
works previously.
Yeah. But
Okay.
also,
did hear
Andros
that.
and Evian, roll me a perception check.
Sure.
Okay.
The rocks are falling.
Who's gonna regain the man?
Oh, no way! That's
What?
2 in a row. Another nat 20.
Oh my God! Shut up.
Where?
24.
Oh, you were okay. Right. Jeez, both rolled really high.
This
holy
is
crap.
where all of my good rolls go to
So-
die.
As you both are dancing, I guess almost in a, let's go make this a thematic twist of events of the fact that you're dancing in a almost flourish as you dip Evian down, both looking down, she's looking up. She notices something strange and kind of cocks her head, squinting, and you look as well, and you notice something glowing on the chandelier above you. And you make out a runic symbol carved into the chandelier above that glows red.
Will see this as he pulls her back up. He sees this as he, pulls her up out of the dip. In stride as he does this, and just kind of gives her a look of, "Did you see that?"
You know,
I can't
your
talk,
eyes
so.
seem quite enchanting in this light. And as she picks up on your glance.
He just smiles and gives her a little wink and spins away out from underneath the chandelier.
That would be super dope if you made a roll key to see the symbol in his eyes. How dope would that be?
What?
She's in my head!
Like the reflection off the chandelier. Or like, wait a minute, how does he see it on the chandelier if he's dipping her?
Because she looks up and kind of like cocks her head as she notices it, and he just looks up to follow her gaze.
Yeah, basically, as he pulls her back up and leans into another spin, he glances up and follows where her eyes were.
The nat 20 would be really cool if he saw it in her eyes. That would be nuts. Like the reflection.
We can play it off that if you want to play it thematically like that.
Let's do it.
Yeah, sure. You see it glowing in her eyes as she looks up and it kind of reflects and
that's so
gives Evian a very creepy and scary appearance for a short bit, having glowing runic
kind of
symbol in her
hot,
eyes.
depending on which way you swing.
Jeez.
Depending on the way you swing, yeah, go for it.
He sees that and obviously catches it as he dips and spins away, and he smiles with her, keeps dancing, but definitely leads her away from underneath the chandelier.
The glowing evil.
Mostly like between tables.
Oh, I was thinking more down this way.
Ah. Perfect. There we go. Bumping into people.
Yeah. I mean, I nat 20'd my performance roll. I'm assuming we are the eye of
you. Yeah, you are leading me. That's all I'm saying, bud.
So yeah.
All right.
Next up, who's coming?
Anyone else after that proclamation by the herald?
Marani will, after Absent Thoughts, after hearing this failed conversation between Absent Thoughts and Andros, Marani will change her mind link over to Andros. Sorry to intrude, but can we talk, please?
Fascinating. Someone who actually has a bit of tact instead of just invading a mind.
Yeah, I know that this isn't exactly your favorite, but...
No, it's actually quite cloying, but appreciate the apology. What's Ascot want again?
Is the crown still safe?
Aye, yeah.
Could you get it? If it came to it?
You'd have to ask Zucchini.
She just kind of nods in understanding. I don't know if Andros can see it, but she's picking up what he's putting down.
It'd be in my room. Shouldn't be hard to find.
How would you feel about... Well, I'm sure I know how you would feel, but... under the circumstances... What do you think about handing it over?
Sorry, somebody in the way there. Giving it over.
I don't like the idea any more than you do, but
Making a
seems to
bitch
me
more powerful.
yes, but it could be in exchange for crippling someone more dangerous.
Yeah. Fiends ever do like their souls. What I remember hearing from the tales. Could be doing us a boon. I mean, I never really liked Garan. It's kind of a piss shite.
Kind of a fatalistic way to look at it, but
What other options do we got?
none that I can think of. Unless
Sure,
you've got
Seymour
some...
would love to stab her.
I'm sure he would, but then we'd be dealing with mother's forces and Faust at full strength. I can't say that I like those odds.
Plus whatever Ascot hasn't told us yet.
I would very much like to hope that there's nothing else hiding in his sleeves, as it were, but I suppose that's something we'll have to figure out later.
That is quite a dancer, you know that.
Absinthe?
No, he said Evian.
Oh, Evian, sorry. Well, you certainly seem to be enjoying yourselves. If he were to be looking in Marani's direction, she would be giving him a very pointed stare. But doesn't elaborate beyond that.
He might catch it, but there's a smirk on his face.
Mm.
Right, you do what you need to do. I'd rather not all these people die, because... well, we didn't have any time to actually think about what we were supposed to be doing.
Well, time isn't necessarily a luxury that we have right now, but your point is well received.
And hey, perhaps if you and Greenback there, you hand it over, maybe you can garner a little bit of noble approval for the lad. Doesn't seem too keen on it himself.
Wouldn't the choice then be to have him hand it over himself?
Yes, I'm glad you're catching on. I always knew you were smart, Swinkles.
Well, thank you, I suppose.
The grin has grown wider if you're looking across at him.
Well, one step at a time. Let's actually get everyone on the same page first. We'll talk
by
later.
all means. Stay out from underneath the chandelier. It's it's got some sort of glowing red rune on it, so...
Oh, that's wonderful. Thanks for the warning.
Keep an eye out for other ones. It could be part of how Mother decided to harvest what she needs, should we not cooperate.
Well, let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Indeed.
Incidentally, Salty, can I see that rune from where I am, or...
Nope.
I didn't think so. Okay.
So, seeing as the Herald had so rudely interrupted Zidane's attempt at inviting his better half to the dance floor, I imagined he'd maybe be able to pick up on the weird facial expressions that she'd been making with Andros for the past minute or two. Yes?
Was Marani
Probably.
hiding the fact that you were staring across the room? Because Andros wasn't really staring back.
I mean, not really, but I mean, as far as the average onlooker is concerned, she's just watching Andros dance because apparently he's putting on quite the show. So it's not like
Perfect.
I don't think that it would necessarily be out of place.
With my passive perception of 10, I am blissfully unaware. Got it.
Good job, Boo. But incidentally, now that Andros has pointed out the fact that there's a rune on the chandelier to her, and Marani will grab Zidane's hand and kind of go out onto the dance floor with him, because if nothing else, she wants a closer look at this so that she can keep an eye out for other ones around.
Would you like to oh, I guess we are.
Okay, so I should do that. Quickly hop over. Seabreeze, go ahead and roll me a stealth check.
Should we roll performance?
Go ahead and roll performance for dancing.
Oh, good.
27 stealth.
Okay. Absinthe as
geez.
well. You are also getting approached by a lot of the guests. Most notably, a lot of female ones, kind of the nobility, hinting at trying to dance with you, now that your presence has been made known by the Herald. Though, you know it for what it is as a noble in terms of trying to gain station.
Yeah.
Their interest in you, as you can tell, granted a lot of them are hidden behind masks, but just your noble upbringing, it's all a game. Alright, so yeah, you stealth down the stairs, and as you put your ear to the door, Seabreeze, you hear a the grunting and groaning of someone being punched or beaten. I'll teach you, my lot are sneaking in here.
No.
And you hear a familiar voice. I look, I swear, I'm here on business. I swear.
Oh my god. Oh
Is it
no.
really him?
Oh
Wow.
please.
And Seabreeze has no idea who he is.
We
It is
can't
not
get away
Thunderhands.
from
It
we
is
can't
not
get away from
Thunderhands,
this fucking asshole. No, I know exactly who it is.
But yep.
Well, maybe I don't know. Okay, so I will try to open the door stealthily. Slip inside.
As you slip inside, it's a small little cellar. Several different wines and a few select cheeses line the wall, and in the middle, not familiar to you, but a very gangly, greasy, black-haired individual is tied to a chair as he is being beaten by a guard while another looks on. You knew who he was. Yeah. He looks very worse for the wear as the guards are just chuckling to themselves. They don't notice your presence as you open the door slowly.
Interesting. I would like some time to devise a plan. Please go back to the to the ballroom. Thank you.
All right. Forgot. I really need to get more. I need to practice his voice again because he had to give me like a New Yorkian like gangster out. I think.
I am so irritated.
But yeah. Of course.
I'm just preemptively annoyed.
That bad, huh? All right. What's everyone else up to then?
I'm not going to take too much time on this. I'm just curious. Now, once I actually get onto the dance floor and I'm actually able to get a good look at this rune, this might be a complete stretch, but I'm willing to try it anyway. Is this something that I would be able to recognize in any way?
I doubt it.
Okay.
Highly doubt that it would be something that you would recognize.
Okay, that's fine.
And as you're dancing, you kind of pull off an okay dance. The Dan is, well, he's invented the zucchini dance, I suppose, and it's definitely catching some eyes, though not in the way you want.
Oh, look, the lordling is trying to preen. Oh, poor little baby. That kind of sneer from someone, I bet. You what, mate? Throws down compelled duel.
Yes.
Anyways, yeah.
You gonna dance fight them?
Sure. With props. I brought mine. Halberd. First one who can't dance anymore wins. Or loses. Fuck.
What?
You weren't dancing to begin with, so
I had too much bubble tea on top of a bunch of other caffeinated drinks leading up to tonight, so my thoughts are more discombobulated than usual. I'm probably going to do something especially stupid this session.
So part of the course. Let's do it.
Yep. Maybe I can fit in too.
Alright, so after thoughts then, what are you guys doing as now two others have taken the dance floor awkwardly? Far cry from the performers before them.
Zadan sighs and says to Marani, maybe I'm a better dancer. Maybe I could have been a better dancer if I was able to get drunk. Just tipsy.
Usually that has the opposite effect.
Oh, right. It's the self-perception that's changed, not the actual skill.
Hey, you're learning. Gives him a wink. She'll,
Again?
Oh, go ahead, sorry.
Again? Or would you like to try and see what they have for victuals?
Fiddles.
That's the noble word for food, isn't it?
Who told you that?
I heard it somewhere, probably Absinthoss.
Can't blame me.
Say that's an Andros statement. 200%.
Thamor and Absinthoss, what are you guys doing?
Is Evian just by herself dancing? From what I can see.
She is arm in arm with Andros. They've been dancing since the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Thamor's having fun watching Andros get... Not Andros. Absinthoss get surrounded by people.
I love Thamor. Perfect straight man comedy.
Excuse me. Yeah, I think for now it'll just be a nice and polite dance of the game. As I'm waiting for somebody to get something.
From someone who is completely unaware of the gravity of the situation.
I'm getting there. I just wanted to give everybody else a chance. And they
Thamor?
want to.
As everything's going on, Mother Labia walks up next to you.
Oh no.
Would you care for a dance?
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, please say yes. Please say
Please
yes.
say yes. You will say yes. You
Wait,
will say
Thamor?
yes.
Is she walking up to Thamor?
Yes.
Oh! You go, buddy, with your -3 charisma! Do it! Where's a -4?
I wish it was -4, that'd be great.
Have I flustered Noko? Hold on.
And why? Oh, shoot.
Oh, don't be so offended, darling. Most nobles would kill for a chance to have a dance with me.
Well, I have a thing against your family.
Oh, jeez.
It was nice knowing
It
Thamor.
was as if he wishes to say.
Her eyebrow raises and she gives you just a very, like, coy, like, toying smile.
They might just There's like, yes.
You're different from the rest of your companions. You have a unique, wonderful sense of chaos about you. So I ask you then, would you care to dance?
1 second.
He's petting Baja for courage.
You know,
Yeah.
Key just made a very good point. Noko, Thamor can't talk, just like Andros.
That's
Oh,
why I
yeah.
kept saying
Oh,
that.
right.
That's what he wishes to say.
Yes, yeah, Tabor wishes to say all this.
Right.
Yeah, just
Good
doing it.
catch.
Shut up.
No.
You're
Good
welcome.
catch. I forgot about that.
I thought you meant like not speak as in he doesn't say much at all to
No,
begin
he literally
with. Nothing-
can't
No.
speak, so he's just been mutter. Okay.
He's just been just staring her down.
He has the brain cell, guys. Don't forget to pass it around.
Babe, you stole it from me.
She looks okay. I guess we have to retcon a slight bit of that because yeah, she wouldn't have had any answers to because Thamor wouldn't have had answers to her.
Yeah,
She just looks
Babe,
at, you're just
yeah,
staring.
we're crying a little bit. She's gonna say that. I'm gonna reach over, grab Absinthoss shoulder, and take him to the dance floor.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
wait for everyone else.
I'm gonna want to gracefully exit one of them and then gracefully start dancing with Thamor.
I'm just gonna push this lady out of the way. Just grab him
Absinthoss,
and
for the
walk away.
first time in perhaps your entire life, you see your mother surprised. Both eyebrows go up as she stares with a bit of a flicker of surprise before she immediately regains her sense of calm. But you've witnessed something.
The end of
history
her
here.
line.
So smooth.
As well as the entourage that was trying to, ask you to dance and woo you for a station is now staring also mouth agape. As Thamor hauls your ass over to the dance floor.
Absent more.
Pay
Roll
more
me a
ads.
performance you two, I suppose, if you're gonna
Yes.
Pay
Yes.
more
Let's
ads.
go.
Come on, let's do it. Make it good or bad. I don't know
That-
which one is better.
That spell of surprise.
I'm not
on
getting it
Mom.
good.
Ooh.
With as much bravado as all this let up in the tents, you stand over and then just kind of shuffle awkwardly with each other in the middle of the dance floor. Not really dancing with each other, though noticing the onlookers, you make awkward attempts to maybe hold and dance and realize the awkwardness and break away and then shuffle along. And
Yeah, I'm just making eye talk tap with Mother the entire time.
Marani suddenly feels a lot less self-conscious about her own dancing.
Hey, at least I didn't fall over like Crushing Noble this time.
Yet.
Yet.
The night's still young.
so, yeah, you well, you succeeded in that, I guess. Definition of success may vary.
Is that
Good job, Keon, remembering that no one, two of us can't actually talk. I heard you say that the entire fucking time. I was like, why should you keep saying that?
I'm sorry.
Ronnie or is that Thamor and Absinthoth?
Yes, I don't.
Oh, they're dancing worse than we are.
I suddenly feel much better.
Right. Food?
Sure. and as they walk over, Marani is going to mind link with Zidane. Do you think that you might be able to find a place that you could, as inconspicuously as possible, bring the sanctuary up?
GM, how far is Riel's house from here?
It's closer to the wall of the city, so it is a good 20-minute walk.
So it's potentially 20 minutes there and walking in the front door, and then 20 minutes back, or trying to find somewhere.
Plus the 10 minutes to summon.
Oh, okay, so it's not. Okay, that. Damn it. That won't.
You just kept it perpetually active, but since it's actually now become a part of your spell kit, it is opening that door for any other random person is just going to lead to an
It's
empty.
done the Howl's Moving Castle thing of the inside is no
Pretty
longer.
It's just an abandoned, emptied place.
Lazy old bastard didn't have a permanent home in Galaran. Okay, well. I mean, that's interesting.
Riel would be smacking you with his halberd if he could.
I'd have your walking stick, old man. He's going to, as they're walking over towards, where is the area with food? Is it like this?
All the tables have food on it,
Oh,
so there's kind of food lined on all the different tables that you can take from.
so I suppose that he would be trying to lead Marani this a ways towards this table, but as she says, you find a way to get the sanctuary. He's like, starts angling. He starts angling towards the door.
Cuckoo, where's the little boy's room?
Potentially, to be safe, we would have to get off the grounds. But is there something? And then there's a little flash of inspiration. He left it inside the.
Yes, he did.
could try the bathroom or washroom.
Not a terrible idea. I doubt that the guards are paying so much attention to us that they would watch you do your business.
Mm. This is it's an interesting turn of phrase. And yeah, walking. He's going to accost a guard and ask them where a private washroom would be.
They would point you to the other end of the mansion.
Wonderful. It's a walk. What's the range on the mind blank?
80 feet.
Definitely gonna be. Yeah, that's. Gonna
Yeah,
be.
it's gonna be. Yeah. I just had a thought, but I'm not gonna go there.
Alright, so you're heading over to the washroom.
Zidane is gonna still he's with Marani. He's thinking they're moving over there. He
Oh,
looks
and there
over
is
at-
sorry, there is also one here. I lied for other.
Oh.
So
Yeah,
I
that
don't
one
know.
seems like it might be. That might have someone wanting to use it more often.
Mhm.
Damn it, Trey. So Zidane's thinking. He looks over at Andros and Evian. They're doing their thing. He thanks the guard, and thinks back to Marani and asks, as stupid as this sounds, if you were to accompany me and at least keep lookout if anyone tries to interrupt the summoning or the sanctuary, well, interrupting two lovers trying to find some privacy might be a good cover.
I wasn't going to go
And
there. He went there.
He is, yeah, there's like I don't know how plant people would blush, but you can definitely hear it in his voice.
I mean, you are the first plant person. You tell us how a plant person blushes.
Well,
I mean,
hey,
yeah,
the druid
probably.
like a word with you.
He
It's
his
fair.
olive vine serpent skin before would pale a little bit more. I don't know. It darkens. There we go.
Sure.
Ripens.
Ah. I don't know what to say right now. Let's go. Let's go.
A sweet fragrance exudes from him.
No, stop that.
The smell of a ripening fruit.
Stop that. No, this is already as awkward as possible. The key is muted. I don't know what she's thinking right now. Anyways, I can't hear anything through the wall, so she's probably sharpening a knife.
She's dancing with me. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, sure, Evian. Yeah, I'm talking about Evian's controller.
I bet it smells like rotting corpses.
Oh, for goodness sake.
So, yeah, without a
alright.
word, let's try finding the lavatory.
We are spending a lot of time figuring out how to go to a laboratory. Congratulations. We've spent
It's
more
not a
time
bag.
studying that than
I'm ready
figuring
to
out the
do
crown.
things, by the way.
Alright,
I'm
I was
sorry.
just about to ask.
It's not a bag or a door, so
Alright, so what are you doing at the door there, Seabreeze?
Find
Okay.
a sock.
So, how many light sources are there in the room?
In that room, from the quick glance, you could find there was only just one, like an overhanging,
Beautiful.
small-ish chandelier.
Mm-hmm. So, as I wrote, I will try to stealthily close the door again, and then jam the door with the dagger, so that it can't be opened unless you see that the dagger is doing the jamming. And then I think hopefully I should have enough movement to spider walk up and snuff the light source on the ceiling.
Okay.
Question?
Yeah. Should be able to snuff it. Though we may have to roll for a side initiative, I guess, if you're going to fight the guards.
Yep, I was planning on murderating.
I don't actually have a room laid out for that.
You are an expert at drawing side rooms. I have full faith in you.
A box will do.
That's really all it is. It is a tiny little wine cellar of a room.
As long as I know how high the ceiling is and what the dimensions of the box are, we're all good.
The ceiling is only about 10 feet. It's a small little room with casts in it.
Oh, beautiful. That's even better. Because that means that if I'm inverted, I'm actually less than 5 feet away, so I can just stab downwards. And then the room is what by what?
I'm getting there. I'm drawing something quickly.
Okay.
God damn it, Dreg.
What happened? What do you do now?
It takes 10 minutes to summon the
He's
same
having
tree.
dirty thoughts.
Don't
Seems
mind
about
me.
right.
Do I need to start making con saves again?
I'm dancing over here.
All right, I'm just gonna quickly pull you all over to my wonderfully drawn room. Look at this. Look upon this masterpiece.
Welcome to the murder cage.
My God.
You're all locked in here with me.
Underdome.
This is gonna last 2 turns because sneak attack and
Do you want to drag your token out? All right, so go ahead and roll me an initiative against these two. Though you get the first action because they're not going to be able to do anything, so I'll roll them after you've taken your action. You snuff the light, and that kind of gets them to kind of jump, so they're a little bit on guard.
That's not
But-
very good. That's 5 plus whatever I get for initiative.
Probably
5
another
plus 5. So I'm a 10.
5.
You're at 5?
10.
10, okay.
Yeah.
These guys.
Rules-wise, you would rule this maybe as a surprise round. So he gets the first round.
Yes.
They
He does get the
cannot
first round.
act.
Yeah, he does. They're a little bit, like I said, they're just a little bit on guard because you snuffed the light before you did that, but they're not going to take a turn.
Well, I'm
But I will
hoping
roll
that
the
it's
initiatives.
basically pitch black in here now, so...
Okay, 1 is just be completely
Wow.
utterly useless.
This is what I was counting on. I get a double round.
Basically. All right, so yeah, take your turn.
Excellent. Okay, so we're gonna go here, and I am on the ceiling. Wait, I gotta wait. Okay, there we go. And then I'm assuming since there is no light in this room and I've closed the door again, that it is basically impossible for them to get a normal attack against me. And since I have dark vision, hopefully they don't, and I'm still making normal attacks.
Yeah, pretty much. They
So
don't
that
have
would-
dark vision. You've snuffed out the only light source in a tiny cellar. Even Mort is going, what
That
the hell's
would-
going
that-
on?
That would be sneak
Voice
attack then, correct?
Yes, it would.
Okay.
Hate this poor soul.
First attack is a dirty 20.
That hits.
Okay. That's really shitty. 4 plus 5 is 9, 10, 11, 13 plus 5 is 18.
Okay.
And then offhand against this guy. It is a natural 1.
That
Not
does
good.
not hit.
Okay. But that's more or less my first round.
Okay. So then we loop into normal round, which you also still take the first turn. But as you strike, and he in the darkness, he just inadvertently like stumbles, and you just completely swing and miss. They have an idea of maybe where you are from that nat one. They can't see you, obviously, but at least they have an idea of. I mean, he got stabbed, so he knows something's going on. But they're crying out, going, "Someone, get the others! Hurry! We're being attacked!" And Mort is just cowering, kind of blubbering to himself.
So I'll run over here and attack this guy now. Okay, come on, baby. Better roll this time is 16.
That meets.
Oh, phew. Okay. So that should be sneak. Much better. That is 8 plus 10, 14, 19, 21.
Jeez, okay. He takes a big hit.
And then offhand, natural 20.
Oh, jeez.
I wish I had gotten that
Dear
one on the
Lord.
first roll.
All right. Send this poor soul to meet his maker, I suppose.
So that's 14, 7 times. Or no, wait. I don't get the bonus. Right, so that's only 14.
Oh, yes, because you do not get the sneak attack.
Right.
14, 30. Okay. He's not looking too good, but he is still standing.
Okay. So then, yeah, we're going to run over here.
Okay.
Bonus action hide. That's
All
like
right.
stupid hide too. It's 19 plus 8 plus 11 for stealth, so that's what 30. Yeah.
30.
Third, wonderful. I think this is an exercise in futility. This is like, all right. They are going to try to find you. So let's see. This guy has, yeah, +3, but he's going to have to roll a disadvantage because he can't see in the dark. So he has to basically hit a nat 20 to see you. He rolled a 19.
That was damn close.
Oh, damn.
All right, failing on seeing you, he is going to stumble back towards the door and start trying to force it open and start banging against the door, shouting that there's an intruder.
Uh-huh.
Second guard will likewise make a quick check to see. He sees nothing.
These are high rolls though.
However, he looks down and growling, "Is this someone here to save you?" And you hear him strike against Mort.
Okay. My turn again?
Which
Oh my goodness. What was that
you
for?
hear Mort. He just struck Mort.
Oh shit, Mort's
You
dead.
hear you hear him yell out in pain, and he kind of like you see him like he gets struck with a small blade. And he's just kind of hunched over in the chair, bleeding, like
Okay.
breathing real ragged at this point.
Okay.
The other guard is banging on the door.
Okay.
All right, we loop back to you.
Okay, I'm killing this guy, hopefully. 12 plus 19.
That hits.
Come on, baby. That's 8 plus 10, 11. 18 damage.
Okay.
Offhand is 16 plus, yeah, it's over 20.
Okay.
It's another 2 damage.
2 damage.
Mm-hmm.
He is barely standing. But he is kind of staggering, going down, like he's grasping at the multiple wounds, and he's breathing very heavily as he very limply tries to hit the door.
Yeah. I don't have anything else, so I'll just go back over here.
All right.
And another
He tries and-
section hide for the fuck of it. Yeah, that's 29.
He's going to make a desperate attempt to try and find you as he looks around the room.
Oh shit!
Oh,
nat 20.
damn.
But he rolls a disadvantage because it's in the dark.
What? Roll
Tricky,
20.
let's go!
Roll 20.
Roll 20 is not happy. All right. He kind of catches a glance, and you see him
20
snarl as he
Jeez.
sees a shadow. Like if you hiding, he pulls out his crossbow, a hand crossbow
Uh-huh.
from his belt, and takes a shot.
Okay.
For all the good he did this
It's
for
not
so
fair
long.
now.
He fires, it goes wide, clattering, and his hand like heavily hits the ground as he kind of glares you down. The other one
Inverted,
noticing-
crouched on the ceiling like poltergeist. This guy better be shitting his pants.
The other one, not seeing you, but seeing where his companion shot, will try to find you. He has no luck. He's going to fire blindly into the wall. Welp.
Say
Sitting out-
say he kills his friend. Go ahead. Then that one.
No, but he does fire, and you just hear the crossbow line snap in his hand. Ah, damn cheap! I should have got it fixed. And you hear him throw it in a furious panic to the side.
Mm.
We loop back to you.
Okay. We'll do the initial strike against this guy. That is a 24.
It hits.
And let's see. Plus 10, 16, 17, 19.
He goes down in a crumpled mess.
Nice. And then we will finish this dude with the offhand. That is 19 plus this 27.
That is. No, that misses. He hasn't been on his feet where he's on death's door, so he gets almost 20 AC. Good luck.
4 damage.
That is just enough to kill him. He had literally 2 HP.
Right.
So he
you've
finally
actually
goes
been
down.
trying to
and
kill
will
them
hit
this
you.
whole time.
He is an assassin.
Yes.
So their bodies crumple to the floor. You don't hear anything outside the door yet.
Okay. Keep it barred, and then we're going to go over to Mort. Given my decades and decades of seeing people bleed out in front of me, how does he look?
He is on death's door. He's
Oh.
unconscious.
Boy, okay. Well. You
You also recognize him.
What?
Huh?
Huh?
Yeah. You recognize him from years ago. He was an old servant boy in the Faceless.
Oh, shit!
Jeez,
He's
man.
a career
He's-
man.
He's been
Mort!
working with the Faceless since the beginning. You remember
Oh,
that?
Look at who I found. Well, we'll just staunch the bleeding a bit. And I would like to stabilize him.
He groggily comes to as you stabilize him and get him basically to a conscious state. Go ahead and roll me a medicine check if you're trying to bring him up with the ability to do so.
That is 15.
Okay. You
Medicine?
yeah,
You said?
Yep.
Yeah, 15.
Some rough bandaging and kind of getting him. He's still basically at 1 HP is the equivalent, but he's breathing heavily as he kind of looks in the dark at someone fumbling. I can't get his voice right. What do you want? You to kill me?
No, Mort. It's been quite a
How do
while
you know
since
my
I've
name?
seen you. You don't recognize my voice, do you?
It's like looking around like frantic in the dark. No. You one of them?
Let me help you. And with that, she drops this guy's self so that he can hear Discord. No, it's me.
He's like kind of scratches his head a little bit weakly. You sound. I heard so many people talking. Maybe I know you.
You not remember Discord?
I heard your name. Oh, you're the. And in kind of that moment of realization. Kill me? I promise I didn't blab.
No. Strangely enough, I'm not here to kill you.
His facial, he just goes pure, relieved at this. He's never really met you, or at least if he has, he doesn't remember you, but your name is infamous to him. Mostly because he's had many plans of deserting.
If you want to live, it's time to put on one of these guards' uniforms. Quickly.
Yeah, right. And he starts slowly scampering, wincing as he does, trying to peel off the bloodied clothes and putting them on very difficultly in the dark. Could you at least put the light back on? I can't see a damn thing.
Do I have anything that would do that?
Mm.
Okay. I will spider climb back up to the chandelier and relight it with the tinderbox.
As it comes to life, Mort looks up and barely stifles a scream.
Yeah, because it's true form, so I'm
That, and you're crawling on the
Undead.
ceiling, and you're dressed in, an assassin garb, and he's near dead.
Yeah.
And he looks down and he realizes he was putting on pants backward and quickly readjusts. The outfit is bloodied, but he tries to hide as best he can. Can I just... think I can sneak out of here?
I will guide you. And with that, she transforms back into the guard.
He just stares at you, mouth agape. It was such a weird lot. Just get me out of here, and I'll speak a word. Wasn't really on business. I just wanted to get some of this wine, and I thought I could share it with the... I'd share it. I'd share it with the group. Sure the rest of the company would love it, right?
What are you doing here?
Told you, I'm a bit of an opportunist. They invited everyone. I thought, get a few casts of these wine, roll them out.
How were you
Pretty
captured?
good deal. There was a guard drinking in here, and let's just say he wasn't too happy with seeing me anymore.
Well,
And I may have called his mother a cow, and his father,
look where
and
that
possibly
got you.
him.
You never were very smart, but you'll have to
Hey.
be smart if you want to get out of here alive.
Don't make me call you a cow, too. I suppose you're more like a dirty cat. I mean, pardon. Thousand pardons.
Follow me if you want to live.
Yeah, right behind you.
Takes the dagger from under the door jamb. And I will try to make it look as though well, I'll tell more. Your story is going to be that you fell down these stairs like an idiot. And I am taking you to get help.
He looks
Understood?
as though to rebuke this fact, and in a very brief and rare moment of one brain cell, he bites his lip and tort and nods.
While he was getting dressed, I will, ask you if there was anything on the other guard that I searched, but we can go back to the other group now, if you
Okay.
like.
Sure. What is the rest? Oop, I need to probably pull it over. What is everyone else up to as Seabreeze murders people? I pulled you to the wrong thing, didn't I?
Ooh, the second story.
Oops. Anyway, what's everyone else doing?
Captivating our noble audience.
Do
In
we
front
have
of-
extra...
In front of Evian's betrothed. No doubt, no less.
As he is dancing awkwardly with Amor.
Just a question.
Mhm.
Am I still be able to communicate with the dryad mentally, or no?
You have to basically be communing with your bow to do so.
Gotcha.
So it's not just a telepathic speech at all times kind of thing. It is you have
Right,
a link
no.
to her, but it does require you to kind of have your bow and be focusing on.
Gotcha. Just want to make sure.
Yep.
Otherwise, I was going to try to roll an investigation to see if there was any other symbols within this ballroom. A bit stealthily as Mandaros and Evander keep dancing.
Go ahead and roll me a performance and an investigation.
Oh god.
Do you communicate this? Are you like under your breath? Are you mentioning like, hey, keep moving around the room. Let's see if we can see other the runes. You communicate that.
Yeah, she will whisper that. I was trying to type it before we swapped over, so sorry.
To contact your local dryad, please dial toll-free at 1-800-LONGBOW.
Okay, that's a horrible performance, but
My performance was a 19. My investigation.
Oh.
Well, my performance was a 24 after modifier. My investigation was
gosh.
only a 10.
Andros is just ripping. He has found his life's calling. He is a dancer.
I have never
And-
failed a dance check in this
I was
campaign.
gonna say.
And then you also want me to roll investigation, right?
Yes.
Okay, at least my investigation is
Hey,
good.
there you go.
I don't think Evian has failed an investigation or tracking before.
Okay. And then what'd you roll as your investigation, Andros?
10.
10. So you notice nothing, though you put on a grand show. Evian, your dancing is okay. You do notice something, but you also notice that Mother is glaring at you as you do this.
Oh.
She looks as though she's suspecting you.
Does my 10 at least catch that I see her looking at Evian?
Yes. You kind of catch the glance that she's gotten over the shock of seeing Absinthe and Thamor sing. The joke is
I
over
would
her, but-
say, as if they're meeting eyes, Evan would just take a second and just like blow her a kiss before continuing dancing with Andrew.
Oh my
Jeez.
Wow.
Really taunting destiny here.
Why not?
But you do,
Can't
Because
wait to
death.
meet Artificer.
but yes, you do notice
Hey,
another.
that's my line.
You do with a 20 notice that there is another one etched into the candlestick on the far table. Very briefly, but you notice it shine as it stands out amongst the others. The same
Okay.
room.
So, playing it off as I blow off the kiss, I would just leaning close to Andros, and I would just whisper in his ear, "There is quite another enchanting light over in this direction." And then she'll just waltz his way over to the table to give a brief glance, and then go back to the square that they were dancing in.
I would say if Andros would probably resist. He would believe what you're saying and would, knowing that her eyes are on us, he would actually dance away from it. He would lead you
okay.
away. If you're willing.
So, yeah. She'll take a little stumble, but as you lead her over, like, just try to play it off like a false step and then spin off in your direction. And then, yeah, that's pretty much what I was trying to look for. What are Absinthe and Thamor doing as they're waltzing?
Smooching.
Now, Kith.
It's very difficult to make out with a metal helmet. I think Thamor's still wearing his, right?
Thamor is a god.
Amor's still wearing his helmet, yes.
Can I entice these ladies to dance with us? It's a group effort. You heard me.
I mean, how do you approach it? Is that what you just say? You just go up and say, "Can I entice you to dance with us?"
I'm in the middle of a dance with Thamor. I'm going to gesture with my hand to these ladies to, flinching my fingers in, like, come over. And then gesture over with Thamor and myself as well.
So does the come hither maneuver work?
Does the come hither maneuver work integrating the dance?
They kind of bump up a little bit and chitter amongst themselves as they look over with you and Thamor dancing. Well, if you want to call it dancing. Before they just kind of snicker and start kind of dissolving amidst the the others in the ball.
Denied.
Does Evian know this? Like what he was trying to do?
You're currently looking for like the symbol and stuff, so that's happening
Oh,
now.
okay. No. I was just okay. No, it's
I
alright.
know. I'm just saying it. Things are happening at the same time. But yeah, so if you're looking for the symbols, you wouldn't notice him, especially since it was a very subtle little thing. And you see Mother just staring at you disapprovingly.
I mean, what's new here? She thinks her son's an idiot, so this tracks.
Well,
Truth hurts. She only reminds you of it because she loves you.
However, your enticing does bring another performer to kind of join with you.
I mean, you know, your European nobility.
Oh yeah, that was normal.
Yeah, you know, it's like Kaiser Wilhelm II. He really liked the men.
Oh.
No, more so you're just kind of getting the random stragglers who don't really know how to dance.
Oh.
They all come in and try to mirror your
There's a little bit of a gap around you of empty space on the floor.
Yeah, all the kids that only know how to Dougie are currently
it's all-
gathering around you.
It's all the bachelors, let's be honest.
Yes. They are coming to enjoy the spectacle as it is.
Oh, the hero's dancing. I guess it's okay.
So Marani and Zidane are in a water closet attempting to summon the sanctuary for 10 minutes.
Okay.
Wow, wow,
I'm
wow.
trying to see if there was anything else before we got there, but yes.
Sorry.
Also, as you're doing so, no, it's all fine. And as you're doing so as well, Shara, Gorvin, and Richard have also entered and are kind of standing awkwardly at the back of the ballroom. Though Gorvin is eyeing the drinks very keenly. But yes, you summon the guards kind of give you an odd look as you walk over. Seeing as you head towards the laboratory, they kind of just keep an eye on you as you go in there. And as you both step in, you miss a wide eyebrow and a slight coy grin as he whistles and walks the other way.
yes.
So I will in the in the split second if he has that eyebrow raised, Dan's gonna flip him a gold coin.
He's across the hallway, just yeeting the gold coin.
Damn it.
Zerg,
What?
don't.
Okay, never mind. I thought it was closer.
Just
No,
beats
he
him in the
kind of like
forehead.
watched. He was just kind of watching as you walk down the hallway and seeing you both go into the restroom. That's when he kind of just like.
Okay,
he-
I will
he's-
take it for what it is. I'm
He's
sorry. I
basically
thought there
trying
was
to keep an eye on to see if you were going to wander off a different hallway. But seeing you as we went to the lab, like the restroom, he's like, "Oh, all right then. All right.
That
If you would
worked
like
out.
to try to yeet a gold coin down the hallway, I suppose we could try that."
I was trying to buy silence and realized that the amount of distance traveled was not what I thought it was.
Okay.
Anyways, please continue.
But after 10 minutes, and a slightly concerned guard at that point, or maybe jealous guard, but you now have a doorway back to your warden's home in the bathroom.
Like ideally overlaid if there was like a closet for I don't know.
There is not a closet in these guests.
No, there's just a random door inside the lavatory.
That would
Awesome.
be the door leading out of the laboratory.
I mean, I imagine that we're not going to leave this door just hanging out here when we're done.
No, maybe, probably not.
Yeah, why would we? No, let's just say that we're not.
Okay.
I
you
have the
have
brain
to
cell
choose-
now.
Yeah.
I have brain cell now. Look at me. Look at me. I am the smart one now. So sanctuary coalesces into the material plane.
Yep.
Right.
So Barani will step in. Andros told her where it was, so like hopefully he didn't. He wasn't lying about it being easy to find. So she's just gonna walk into his room and grab it.
Just
And
hanging off the doorknob.
You will see, again, they're sparse livings, but in there is a bedside table, and you can definitely see that the bottom drawer is iced over.
Right. So it just occurred to me, is this thing safe to touch? Oh damn. Well,
It's got the stone on it, so that does, I believe, have some level of protection. This is what Grimlock said.
all right. Well, she'll grab like a spare piece of cloth or something that she finds and tries to, wrap it up. It's probably useless at this point, but just trying to be as safe as possible. And
My single spare linen.
You just grab his bed sheet. He's got nothing now.
and so does anything happen when I touch this thing, or
It is
can I pick it
very
up?
cold to the touch. It is still encased in stone since he did enter the stone form and like actually rebuilt it with living stone, like the living stone Grimbar. But you'll notice, that it seems like whatever power is contained in it is starting to try and find its way out. There
Okay.
are cracks in the stone. You can see where ice is kind of starting to poke through and seep through, and it feels cold to the touch. However, you do not feel any presence entering your mind from it.
Okay, good. So she's going to grab it and head back out to Zidane and just. Do you have anywhere to keep this? She just looking down at her ball gown. I don't have pockets.
Voluminous cleavage.
I have a.
What?
Greg, what did you say?
You know what I said.
I mean, I'm wearing the studded leather armor. I suppose I could just hold it.
Wear it.
But,
Like
no,
a
don't do
boss.
that. No, don't do that. All right, well, let's go. This thing, we probably don't have a whole lot of time.
Yes, I can see the ice. Currently, if only there's another way. So he's going to extend his hand outwards for it.
Yeah, she gives it to you.
Looks at the sanctuary, snaps his other finger, it goes poof. But none the wiser, hopefully. Well, shall we? He extends his other hand.
Yep. Yeah, she takes it. Take off. Walking down the hall back toward the ballroom.
The guard
Probably
gives you
the
a
other
nudge and a
guard.
wink as you walk by Zidane.
She just looks at the guard and gives him a wink and keeps walking.
Should I
And
Whatever you're about to ask, the answer is no.
as you
Yeah,
pass
I'm
by as well, you also see a familiar face being escorted by a guard.
Oh. Is that
So
Mort?
do we
What?
meet like in the middle of the hallway? for a
Basically, yeah,
second, or-
because he's being escorted down. In Seabreeze, you'll be told that the barracks are located in the back. So they don't really have like an official barracks in the manor itself, but they do have kind of a
I got you. I see
like
the
an RA
things.
kind of
And does that have a door on the inside? Yeah. No, it does. Okay, so you got to kind of go outside in that courtyard. All right.
Yep.
So I will drag Mort by the arm.
Okay.
This away. But I do see
Yeah.
my friends, so
And Marani and Zidane do also see. Well, you see Mort in a guard uniform, but he's hard to miss, seeing as you've spent so long
Right.
with him.
Mm-hmm.
Is that Mort? What the hell is he doing here?
Do we really care?
Good point. Let's go. Keeps walking.
all right. I'll take him to the barracks.
So it's going.
So you guys are heading back to the ballroom.
Yeah.
Breeze is taking more there. What's everyone else doing? I guess we can kind of leap forward a little bit there.
Yeah, I'll just go all the way over there, assuming I can get there.
Yeah, no one really stops your progress going outside, and you notice the guards in this area are a bit sparser. But yeah, as you enter the barracks kind of area, it's just got a bunch of like standard basic weaponry kind of stockpiled ready for the guards. There should be a guard in there. There's a like warden basically in there that's just kind of keeping stock of it. When you come in with him, he just groans, points you over to a rack of bandages and linens and such. Tells you to patch yourself up and lay off the drink or you won't get any next time.
Yeah, this one needs some more brain cells, but we'll get them patched up.
Yeah, we only carry those.
Huh.
Alright, so that's happening.
Also,
you
what's a
guys
cell?
We can borrow some of yours.
back in the main hall as Marani and Zidane rejoin as
I would
the-
like to.
dance circle goes on.
I would like to. Oh, what's the word? Just go over to this guard over here and quietly ask. Would you mind telling your mistress that the article of her desire is in our possession? If we could meet discreetly to exchange it.
He gives you kind of a quizzical glance. Oh, why don't you go tell her yourself? Ain't my job to really go be a courier for you folk.
Does Andros see them come in?
Yes. If you were at all watching the door, you would see them come in. You're like waiting for them to come back.
As he sees them walk in, Andros is going to dance his way with Evian over to Mother Levia and dip Evian one last time. And then stand up, give Evian a bow, and then hold out a hand to Mother Levia.
Oh, wow.
Power move.
He gives a
Have
coy
you-
smile and just refuses.
Mm.
I'm sorry, my dear. You are beneath my station.
Jeez.
As for you, and she looks down at you, Evian, I see my son has finally gotten over you.
Oh.
Oh.
Hmm.
That's all right. He didn't have any thrill, if you know what I mean.
Damn.
Can I
I
go
mean,
on one
all this-
session without getting roasted?
This is getting catty as fuck.
This is your family, sir.
All this shade getting thrown. Can we still see in here?
Why is my dark vision activating?
Cast Pass Without a Trace, just non-vocally, like just purely off of sass. I love it. Anyway,
Sass
Did we get
without a trace.
inspiration for that?
Pass Without a Trace. Yep. She gives you a bit of a, again, she gives you that smile and a chuckle. Ah, yes. I suppose he was never much one for subtlety.
Or other things.
Oh.
Now, she
If you'd...
looks. Oop, sorry.
No. Now, if you'll excuse me, thank you for the dance. And she bows over to Andros. I am going to find myself a drink.
Bows or
And-
curtsies?
Oh, she's gonna bow. She's not much of a curtsy person.
Okay.
Andros will then drift over and see if Shara will take his hand. With a somewhat almost apologetic look on his face.
She looks absolutely terrified to be here. And she looks at your outstretched hand, and she, much like Thamor, just kind of stares at you with a blanched, like, silent look.
Evan gives her a little shove towards him.
Can he take her hand? Would she come with him if he pulls her toward the dance floor?
As you try like grab her hand, try and pull, she's basically like almost she's staying put like a rock, and she just kind of very quietly much. I'm not good at dancing. No, try to stay right here, if you don't mind.
He shakes his head with a smile and just makes a gesture of, just follow me. He spent the last like 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes showing everyone that he knows how to dance.
Go ahead and roll me a persuasion.
Persuasion.
She does not want to.
Okay.
You attempt to disarm her with a smile.
Nat 20 for 28.
Good lord, Andrew.
Wow.
This is where all my dice luck goes.
You are going to be rolling sub 10 for all of your initiatives.
I know.
10 sessions.
Somewhere, someplace, Arestamore is fuming. But anyway,
Wait, isn't he watching through Evian's bow?
Avian doesn't have
after
her
you
bow.
kind of put on the smolder, as you will, for being a water, she finally just blushes and tries to follow you out to the dance floor awkwardly, as she attempts to follow your dance and see what she does. All right, she doesn't do terribly. Not exactly a great dancer, but she awkwardly stumbles around, at least not enough to draw any terrible eyes to you both.
Drop my other dice. But the one I rolled for performance was a natural 18 for 23.
I thought you were
Alright,
going to
yeah,
say it was another.
You're still kicking it live. You are still the star of the dance floor.
So he leads her through a more basic version of the dance he was doing with Evian. Evian, it was definitely more ornate. He was showing off a little bit, but this one it's more a gentler, more sedate version of it. The music I think is slowed down at this point. So, but yeah, he's keeping people entertained, keeping eyes on him.
Thamor, and go ahead and roll me perception checks. Absinthe and Thamor.
It's okay. Treg's taking all the dice luck here, so.
My dice are hot tonight.
Ooh.
Noko's a free agent.
Oh.
Thamor,
no.
you notice the rune in the chandeliers. You finally kind of dance around to it. Absinthe is a bit, well, probably can't see out of the ring of people that have formed around him.
That's unfortunate.
I can't tell anyone about it.
Nope, but you know it's there.
And no one's told him about it, so he thinks it's
No
new.
one told them about it. So what are you two doing then? I guess you could point it out, but yes, you still can't say it.
You could at least gesture in that direction.
Just caveman
Yeah,
grunting noises.
let me just point directly to the sky.
Disco move.
That
right
won't look
there.
suspicious at all.
Let's go.
Just imagine Thamor doing that disco point over and over and over again to try and hide the fact he's pointing, and everyone's just looking really confused, but he's just very emphatically doing it. Oh gosh. No. Anyway, what are you doing, Thamor? And Absent Thoughts.
Absent Thoughts, what are you doing?
Still dancing? Just waiting for somebody to bring a crown so that they can progress the plot forward and doom us all.
I mean, it's been about 20-ish minutes, so...
Jeez Louise, I'm trying to be a little bit subtle in the front of all these people.
I could do myself even more. I
I
could go
think
dance
that-
with Mother.
Honestly, after everything that's happened, do you think that subtlety matters at all? Just do it.
Okay. So, assuming those two, Zidane's just gonna say to the guard, I need to practice my noble ordering around voice. Anyways, have fun just standing in one place. Ronnie extends his hand outwards, that is ostensibly not handling the crown.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And let us go slowly approaching Mother. Trying to
Can
make eye contact.
Oh, I was just going to say, as we make our way across, I'm going to mind link with Absent Thoughts as we make his way over to Mother. Like, hey, you want to come over here and run interference, please? Just kind of cocking her head toward Zidane's hand that's holding the crown.
I'm trying to keep it like inside the cloak. If
He's been around enough chandeliers that he doesn't trust Andros, the nearest chandelier.
just takes the one.
It was one time, but I have scarred him for life.
As he gets closer.
Were you even? You weren't even there.
Yeah, it was. You dropped a chandelier on the thing.
I thought you were somewhere else at that point.
I wasn't there.
Alton wasn't there. You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
Roll me a are you saying by physical? Yeah, go ahead and roll me a reflex saving throw.
Oh,
What?
shit. Okay. That's 11 plus something. It's 19.
Wait, did she put Mort on top of the carpet rune thing?
No,
You
more.
take 5 necrotic damage as you feel it draining your life away, but you manage to scrape and pry at it until light seems to dim and the symbol is no longer recognizable.
So does evasion work with that?
It's not an AoE.
It's not. It's just when I'm subjected to an effect that allows you to make a dex saving throw.
It's a 5e1.
Oh, dang it. Yep, okay, never mind then. You do not take damage, but you feel it attempt to, I guess.
Okay, so I tried to scratch at it or something, and it was
Yeah,
trying
you
to...
hear a crackling as you just feel like necrotic energies tingle along your arms, and you just quickly draw back as it sparks.
Well, let's
And
not
it kind
do
of
that again.
sputters.
Oh, it goes out?
Yes, after it sparks and sputters and you scratch at it, the light seems to dim and fade from it.
Oh, okay. I gotta get out of here in case that triggered like an alarm or something. So I'm gonna go make like I'm just on guard.
Back in the ballroom, you guys are approaching Mother, and you notice she turns very sharply, looking to the back of the house.
Quickly trying to engage her in conversation.
Yes, she looks a little distracted, but turns to you. Can I help you?
Well, I do suppose you were looking for this, and I imagine it's starting to frost over his glove, but he is going to just gingerly hold up the crown.
Eyes widen. Yes. With a grin, she puts out her hand. If you would.
There is an assurance that everyone else in the city, not aligned with Faust, is going to come out of this unscathed, yes?
That is my goal. I will end Faust, one way or another. By my hands, I will not harm these people. However, as she tries to take the crown from you, do you allow her to take it? And she's not being like quick or like trying to snatch it from you.
Yeah.
She's like reaching for it, basically.
If
As she's talking.
She wrapped her fingers around it. I'm going to keep mine also.
She puts her hand on it. She just kind of whispers to you into those, like, she kind of waves away. And the onlookers and the herald, catching on to her mistress's wishes, starts escorting people away. Process will not be quick. I will end him he will know. Can you keep everyone safe while I do it?
What are you expecting?
She looks around. I'm expecting him to fight back. And there's two ways this can end. Either I stay locked in there long enough to put an end to his miserable soul, or he succeeds in coming and ripping it from me. Or, third option, I still go with my original plan. She tries to again take the crown gently from you.
Sedan sighs and... Now I suppose I know where... Wow. That explains one thing about those of Levia. And reluctantly, he does let go.
She takes it with a wide smile. Lad. And she carries it over to the center of the room, and the music goes quiet. My dear people of Galaran, my son and his friends have delivered unto us a salvation. I ask only that you reward them, praise them, deserve it. And for that, we will have a grand ceremony in the center of the house. We will have refreshments and music. But please pay no attention what sounds you may hear around you. For this ceremony, it will end Faust. It'll be a little tricky. Now, if you'll excuse me, the house guards will see you all to the center. Try to keep you safe. Enjoy the ball. With that, she starts heading off in a hurry down towards the back of the house.
Salty, can I make an insight check?
Sure.
Guidance.
All right.
I have one question.
Sure.
Okay.
Has anyone tried doing an Arcana check or any
Nope.
check on these things? Wow.
Nope. Well, CB's trying an Arcana check on the other one, but that was to see if it was a trap. And still in.
Okay,
Failed.
this is a a 28.
Jeez.
What?
18 plus 3 on the guidance plus 7.
So she's not lying. You definitely, though, I mean, just I guess remember this, there's definitely something else that she's not telling you. There's definitely something else, like hidden beneath it within the mix of words, but I mean, it's like interacting with any noble, anyone that's got more to it than just the surface level. She means what she says, but she didn't tell you everything.
Zidane has a thought.
Did it hurt?
I'm not going to kill
Dangerous
you.
thing indeed.
But this collateral damage sure will.
Everybody immediately. Oh boy.
Wait,
Thoughts.
if she ends Faust, who becomes the aspect of the material plane? Who becomes its emissary?
That was Elton.
Was Dalton.
Alton.
As
I
she
just
leaves, the
whispering
guards
this, yeah, the-
start kind of rounding up the guests and start escorting them to the center of the house.
Marani's still mind linked with absent thoughts at this point. She's gonna say to him, "What do you think the chances are of being able to get people out of here? I don't like this."
Mm, without her noticing, that's going to be tough. I'm sure she does not care about the collateral damage that will happen. So
Yeah, that's my concern. We didn't hand this thing over just for her to slaughter everybody in the center room anyway.
yeah.
Noble boy, do your work, please. Please
May
take
I
the brain cell.
stealthily follow after her?
Hmm.
May I stealthily follow after her to see where she's going?
All right, go ahead and roll me a stealth check.
Now would be a perfect time for somebody to be able to send to Seabreeze.
I don't think any of us have.
I don't think we have
No,
sending.
we don't, but
Well,
Well, hold on. What spell list is that on?
it'd be on the cleric
You would
list.
have it.
No, it's
Yeah,
on the
you would
wizard
have it.
list.
Hmm.
If you want to bleed out of your eyes slightly.
I think
She
that this would be a good time for it.
she catches you trying to follow behind and just gives you a bit of a disapproving head shake. Now, dear. I know you probably don't trust me, seeing as my son probably dumped you and all.
Oh.
he wasn't the one who dumped me.
Whatever the case, you're needed up here. Now go. Do not expect me to favor you if you follow.
To be honest, I don't want your favor.
She just kind of waves her hand dismissively as she keeps walking, and a guard now files in to fill behind her.
Salty mechanical question.
Sure.
20-foot cube. Does that mean like a 20-foot cube, like 1, 2?
Radius of 10 or 20 on a side.
Yeah.
Wait, that's the same, isn't it?
It's the same.
So
How many
That's a
engineers do we
20-foot
have here?
basic math evades me sometimes.
That's a 20-foot cube. Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Is that the size of the darkness you have to cast to hide your shame?
I mean, you can't.
Yes.
You can't stack darkness. Wait, maybe. Because there's dark and then there's magical darkness.
Anywho.
Anyhow. Is that it? Is that it? The question? She's going to keep walking then. As guards start kind of, again, ushering people into the center, except for you, like your group. They start escorting more of the common folk.
I would like to send a telepathic message over to Shinari and ask her to try and do some recon on the Faustian side from a distance. See if
From a
any of them
distance.
are starting to.
She doesn't know where that is.
I thought we were told that like one half of the city was no man's land for them.
No, they took up residence at Leopold's house, and they pretty much put all of the undead like down. They didn't put them down, but they called them off. But they just know there's not like an encampment for them.
Oh. I'll just call her here then. Hopefully she arrives before shit goes down. If not, then well, just to tell me what is along the way. If anything weird is happening outside.
Andros, seeing them getting let off, he's going to lean towards Shara and using Barnacle's voice in his jacket, he'll speak quietly. Shara, my dear, this isn't good. I think we need to get Gorvin to, well, get everyone out.
What do you mean?
I don't trust the noble, whatever she's doing. She's herding everyone into the central room.
captain doesn't trust her either. If he makes a diversion, would you lead the people away?
I can try, but you think that's a good idea? There's guards around, and if we create an uproar here and she has what she wants, wouldn't she just kill us?
I don't want the innocents hurt.
Do I? I don't see much of a choice, though. I mean, we could make a break for the door, but if we all make it, it would cause panic.
Panic is perfect. We just need them out of the manor, one way or another.
Oh shit, this might actually happen.
Just doing some spell research on my end. Don't mind me.
Cross knees legit.
What do you think, Salty?
I mean, it's going to be tough in terms of the problem being is she's literally holding it in both her hands in front of her. Like, it's not gonna go unnoticed.
Yeah.
Like,
and
she
there's
is
no
on
way that I can
full-
kind of just get in the way and have her break her concentration, because the thing that the mage hand lets you do is divorce the actual pickpocketing from me, right? So I wouldn't be actually touching the crown. I would just be providing my own distraction. And I'm imagining to an onlooker, 10 or 15 feet away, the crown would simply lift out of her hand up over the people who were following her and just kind of sit there while they walked away. It's outlandish, I know, but I figure I give it a try.
Hmm.
I mean, it's mostly the thing that I'm more trying to get at is it doesn't necessarily stop her from holding it. So it'd be she's holding onto it. It's not like it's just going the mage hand just overcomes her holding it.
Okay, so it's like a thing
So your mage hand would basically come and try and yank it from her hand. She's just gonna stare down at a mage hand trying to rip it from her hands. And mage hand doesn't have much of a isn't particularly strong to my knowledge.
Okay.
So it's not that
So
for lack
she's
of like trying
gotta-
to steal it, but it's not like a object that she's actively holding the object. So you'd be trying to yank it from her
She's not
hands.
like holding it on a pillow, kind of open-handed.
No,
It's
she is holding it like
clutching.
both of her hands. Like she is clutching this thing to her. This is the object of her desire for a long time. Like she is not letting it go.
She is holding the holy hand grenade very tightly.
All right, I won't do it.
Like I said, you can try, but it would be more of a can the mage hand contest strength with her?
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't attempt that.
Okay. Because yeah, if it was something she was just like carrying lightly, that'd be one thing. But she is
Right.
like I said, she is clutching this thing.
Well, I was kind of banking on her not really touching it because perhaps it would have a similar effect to the one that it had on the rest of us with the wisdom saving throws and the hey hey hey.
It is current Clem in the rock, and as I told Zidane as well, like you can feel the power seeping out, but it didn't seem to talk to him.
Gotcha.
So she's kind of like brushing off the fact that it's got the rhyme on her, but she's got just kind of this happy, like she's smiling as she's staring at this thing.
Okay.
I mean, she also pretty much has a voice in her head as well, so.
Well, then she probably won't notice me, so I'll just keep standing here, I guess.
Yeah, she does not pay you any mind.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Though you do get to notice with your placement, you notice as she approaches this kind of just it's I mean I can't really overlap it, but it's designed with the symbol of House Levy. It looks just kind of like a raised platform in the middle of the garden here, kind of like a as if displaying the crest of Levy at all. But she stands upon it, makes mutters a spell under her breath, and you see her vanish.
Shit.
If you roll me an Arcana, you might be able to catch what she was casting. So
Sure. That is pretty good. 16.
Okay.
That's 22.
Yep, you know it for Dimension Door.
Well,
While you're doing that,
Lord.
yeah, could have seen that one coming. Two questions. One, exactly how many people are in that crowded room?
The longer you wait, it will start getting filled up, and there will be about 40-ish people in there, from what you can tell. I just didn't want to drag a billion tokens in there.
Understood. Second item. I feel like as a resident Galaran, I would know if there was like a Bedouin, a holy figure that people look up to. You know, like in Abraham religions, like if you see the archangel, like Michael or something, yeah, people are like, "Oh, that's an archangel. I should listen to it." And I'm curious.
Galaran doesn't really have a deity. Galaran is a melting pot of a lot of places as a port town. So kind of there's a whole mess of different creeds or beliefs and religions here. It's kind of an open. That's why Galaran really flourished, is because it's an open port haven. Unlike, Whitehaven, that is pretty much an iron hand of Paylor. Dunmorak had a very strong leaning towards Morden. You don't know much about Telmavir or Jiraiya yet, but Galaran was an open. So there's no real leading deity that serves as an icon here. Not here, unfortunately. You kind of did Morden when you had Alton play the role of a priest, or cleric.
Yeah, well, there goes the major image idea.
Filthy heathens.
Trying to find the nicest way. I mean, there's rope trick. Just cast rope trick enough times for people to get up and out for a bit.
No.
It's a D4, not a D6 now.
He's down to only 4 beans.
Every time he misses, the dice just gets smaller.
Reverse exploding dice.
Can you roll a D1, please?
Manages to roll a 2.
Another wild question. Am I within 120 feet of wherever Mother is going? Based on my knowledge of the layout of the house and...
You don't know where she is, but you can only presume she went to the sanctum.
I'm going to presume the sanctum is within 120 feet. Would that be fair? From a straight line, point to point?
Yes.
Okay. That's an option.
However, whether or not it's accessible by magic is a completely different thing. Or whatever you're attempting to do from that spot.
True.
Considering she had to go to a specific spot to get there too. Anything else as people are being filtered in?
So the hand looks at everyone, and I imagine that everyone gathered is making their own expressions and thoughts about how to handle the news that has been dropped on us like a dog shit on a doorstep.
Yeah, well, the commoners all seem actually pretty happy. The nobles and stuff like that are all chattering and cheering, and they give you they kind of pat Absinthoss in the back and the rest of you and congratulating you and thanking you as you pass by.
That's the internal monologue that Zidane has. But yeah, and he just says out loud, "Perhaps the only course of action is to actually do as is asked and protect this place, and let the crazed, demon-pacted lady do what she needs to do. As remiss as I am to try and work against whatever she's planning. We don't have any other options."
Marani looks pretty astonished at this. Like,
He is not
You're-
happy with himself. He is trying to avoid eye contact with everyone.
Absinthoss is going to go into a corner just to make sure he's got something right. And he is going to put his hand over his void markings and ask, is she lying? In an attempt to cast divination. Asking the question in such a way that, is Mother's actions going to cause harm to these people in this room?
Implying the main ballroom, not
Yeah.
the room we're currently in.
Correct. The main ballroom in there. With the intent of the question being more of a, is Mother's actions, let's say by summoning a demon or whatever, is that collateral action going to be causing the damage to these people? Or is the danger going to be coming more from Faust attempting to kill these people for whatever reason?
You feel, just for a bit of flair, a bit of a weight on your shoulder. As only to you see Madeline kind of resting her arm on your shoulder, her head resting on her hand as she stares at you. It's Mother, brother. She's telling the truth, as well as she's also hiding it. Her actions directly will not be to sacrifice the people here as you so surmise. However, she won't stop them. Should Faust come to try and claim it while she claims her prize. You know what she does with the souls that she offers, and now she offers a big one.
I think about 2d6. Is that correct? Or is that 3d6 for the void damage?
Is it the first time?
I think it's the second. I'm trying to look
So
up.
it's 2d6, and then it doubles after that to 4, then to 8.
Oh my. Dangerous. Okay. That's another.
The more you call upon it. As you're doing this, you start hearing, like, the lights in the room start to flicker. You feel the ground tremble. As you start hearing moans.
Oh, shit.
Echoing from outside the walls.
Like good kind of moans or like bad kind of moans?
Bad kind of moans.
Oh.
Hungry.
As one of the guards who goes near the window. Brace yourself. They're coming.
oh, fuck.
Well, if it's any consolation, at least Mother's direct actions won't kill them. It'll just be everything else.
And we will start there with combat. As Faust
Oh.
launches his counter. Will you survive it?
Oh my god.
Well, at least I didn't have to use Psychic Lance on my mother. That's a plus.
That
That was the whole 120-foot thing, because if I know Mother's name, I could just jump to see her. I just
What's
within
that one
range.
that makes someone a complete, like drooling idiot? Was it Ray?
Evil Mind.
Feeble Mind. Yeah.
I was going to say something far worse, but okay.
I mean, you could flavor Psychic Lance as a D's nuts joke, but
So I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
So if we are not wearing armor, we just go back to our natural, with natural AC, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Okay.
good.
And I realized that being in this gown, I have no weapons. So I wasn't sure if there was.
Your combat
This
may
is
either be
probably
trying to grab one from a guard or try to get to the back of the house where there is the armory that Seabreeze found.
got it, and Ivan has no idea about that. So
Nope.
okay, I just want to
Or you
make
might be able to borrow weapons or see if you can ask around, but like I said, it's not going to come, it's not going to just be like immediate wave, but yeah, we're going to have a bit of an undead army, I think, attacking a mansion. This ought to be fun.
I wish I had Crusader's mantle. All these people that could be wielding weapons. But that's
Hey, wait a sec. Where's the armor fitting room?
what? Barracks?
Oh, where they took Evian last time?
Yeah.
Oh dear God.
There's a side room over here when they let her out. That wasn't really an armor fitting room so much. It was just they were just, sizing her up for a dress, so, or armor or whatever. But
Hey, that might be a.
Evian's armor that never got delivered might still be there.
Oh boy.
But yeah. Interesting. So you guys made the choice to give her the crown. All right.
Not lately.
No.
I mean, we could have just said screw it and joined Faust, but
There were other options. That's what I was trying to hint at. But since I'm guessing you maybe caught on to the finding the runes, but
I have a feeling those are all across the house.
quite possibly.
Oh no, the whole house explodes and so many people die.
No, more so the one person that would recognize the rune never got indicated to him and missed the chance to see it. So
oof.
Oh, within one person.
person of the household.
I was gonna say, you spent so much time roasting Absinthoss. You never thought to ask him a question about his own home.
He decided to invite all the male suitors to join him in this horrible dance ability.
I literally cannot ask the question.
You could have pointed it out. That was an option, but yeah. No,
Was,
the
but
one-
like you pointed out that Mother was watching us very intently.
So yeah, no, there were options, but there was definitely, this is one of those ones where I was curious to see what you'd pick because there were a lot of potential outcomes to this one.
I think it was the yeah, Reyna and I have been weighing the options that we could think of
Yeah.
over the last 2 weeks. And again, it came down to the idea of who is the greater threat to the world that we know at this point.
Mm-hmm.